Right now, Alyssa and I are getting ready to inventory a 1968 Dodge Charger. This is a non-RT car. What's cool about it is it's a one-owner car. Had one paint job, mostly Survivor original type condition.
I'm really excited to jump back here and see what the cars look like before we tear them down.
Okay, Alyssa, this is a 68 Charger. It's a 383 Magnum.
I haven't done a Charger yet, and since I drive a Charger now, it's gonna be pretty exciting to see how the older original ones were done.
A couple interesting things before we get looking at the car that I like about them. The 68 Charger is considered to be the sleekest and the coolest of all the three of the second generation Chargers. Charger was introduced in 66, went through 67, that was the first generation. That was like the white one that we had last season in here. That great big one kind of looked like an upside down bathtub. Second generation, 68 to 70, the most popular of them all. Made popular by their look, but also in iconic movies like Bullitt. One of the things that's cool about 68, you look at this bezel that surrounds the headlights in here.
Yeah.
It's meant to look exactly like a continuation of the grille. They dropped that in 69. So back here, there's just steel brackets back behind the headlight doors, because when these come down,
oh, finishes the grill.
So yeah, it's the sleek grill, but at night, vacuum motors would pull this open, and they wanted to still have that cool look of the grill, so they kept the surround. Now 69 and 70, they didn't do that.
Okay.
That was the first year the Department of Transportation even required them. Prior to that, in 67, there were no side markers. This was so you could see a car at night from the side. They never had that before. They had reflectors.
Oh, okay.
These actually light up. In 69, they got moved down a little bit and they were square, almost square. They were a little bit of a rectangular. In 70, they had almost a teardrop shape to them. But that's the genesis of the side markers. Standing at a glance, looking at a 68 to 70 Charger, just at a basic glance, very similar cars, very similar. The 70 had a flare that went right here that covered up these two scallops in the door. But the rest of the lines, the quarter panel lines, the door lines where they intersect with the fenders, very, very similar, almost identical. These are called the Bullitt taillights. Everybody calls them the Bullitt taillights. Two round, bullet-shaped, if you will, taillights. I still think they got the Bullitt taillight nickname because in the movie with Steve McQueen, the villain was driving a jet black 68 RT that had the Bullitt taillights. Chrysler didn't call them that, they were just the taillights in 68. By 69, they got rid of the round circular taillights and they opted for a long one that kind of went like this. It was an elongated one and it was almost identical in 70, just slightly different trim on it and slightly different inlay pattern on them. So there's your 1, 2, 3s on the second generation Charger. But you gotta admit, considering this was 50 years ago, that's a good looking car. That's a good, sexy body style.
This is still a good looking car. I love the scoops in the door. I love the headlights. I mean, it was well thought out.
Next time you go out in your little Charger, take a real nice look at this pattern in the doors. Take a look at the one in yours. Yeah, they're different, but you can see this influence in those front doors, that reverse scallop. Totally cool, totally cool.
It's one of my favorite parts about the body style of it.